No time for lips. Hey everybody, Karen Anderson here with Aortic for this week's Week in Review. If you're not familiar with what that is, it is just basically going over the prior week's social media that is out there and giving you guys really a chance if you want to interact and leave comments and just talk about the information we put out. Now, we do have a little bit of information, like just a little bit of the remaining posts from September, which was Aortic Disease Awareness Month. But now we're getting into our regularly scheduled programming for what we normally do in our typical month. And before we even get started with any of this, do me a favor, just click like ahead of time. I promise you're going to like it. So just do it. Just do it. Make me happy. Give the likes. And click subscribe. And if you click the bell, you should be notified every time we go live or anytime a video comes up on screen, you'll have a chance to see it and be first to be, plugged into our live events. And at the end, I'm going to ask you to share it. Okay, we're gonna share this stuff. So let's get started and see what we talked about last week, because my memory is so bad that it's all brand new for me. It's like Groundhog Day. All right. Oh yeah, we did. We talked about our final why aortic hope. We went through in the month of September a lot of why aortic hopes. We talked about our hope mail, our care packages, our survivor series, our aortic dissection and disease patient guides, our, did I say support groups? I probably said that. Our survivor stories. I think I just said that. It sounds like I just repeated myself. And then we ended with our AHTV YouTube channel, which you are on here. So, over 123,000 views. I hope I got that stat right. I hope I looked in the right place. Over 14, I think we're around 1,400 subscribers, give or take, if I got that right, that stat 100% correct. This channel, it's really more than just a channel. I think it's a little unique because it's really about bringing community together. And on this channel is where you're going to find our survivor stories that have been recorded, that have been live. And eventually anybody who's sent in written form, you're going to find a really nice voice reading it to you. It's not mine, it's computerized. You're going to find expert insight, because this is where all of the magic happens when we bring on different types of clinicians or even attorneys or therapists or what have you. And this is where we break down a lot of the complex nature of aortic disease and the tools and the techniques that you can take back to your own physicians and have conversations with, because we know it's all about acing your healthcare journey. And the best way to advocate, communicate, and educate is to take some of the information you garner off of this site live while it's happening. You have an opportunity to communicate and ask questions, which is great. So you chat it in, you put it in the anonymous, however you want, and we'll ask that for you and we'll get that answer for you in live time. We also offer a lot of wellness tools and tips, and they really help you just thrive in your daily life, between Qigong and wellness as far as diet and nutrition and our aortic kitchen. And there's also a lot of tools as far as art as being an outlet for stress relief with our aortic artists. So it's not just talking about the medical and potential grim discussions around aortic disease. There's a lot of fun. There's a lot of, like we talked about, community. We have live and recorded events that really will connect you with others who truly understand this journey. So every video, every live event that we do is with you in mind, whether you're a patient, a caregiver, or an advocate. We try to offer knowledge, encouragement, and we want to offer a chance for engagement, right? And this is to really remind you that you're never alone on this path. So we want you, again, to subscribe. Do it now while you have a chance. Do it now. And join us on YouTube on Aortic Hope's AHTV. And together, we can truly raise awareness, build resilience, and spread hope ASAP, because awareness saves aortas, period. That was that post. I feel like it was a commercial I just gave, and a pretty good one. Is anybody with us? Because I know it's 80 degrees where I'm
Not
in.
bad.
And let me tell you, I'd be at the pool if I didn't have to do this, because it's 80 degrees. But okay, who's with us?
Let's say hi to our ladies, Velda, Christina, and Molly.
Hi, everybody. Hope
Molly
all is
says,
well.
your hair looks great, Karen.
Oh, thanks. This is how I slept. I woke up with this today. I've been, look, it took me since I came back from the bridge walk. It is taking me all week to put away one load of laundry. By the time I separate it into what has to go in the drawers and what has to be hung up, I'm too tired. So then I get back in bed and I start watching the morning show, or I watch The Girlfriend, or I just get sucked down the rabbit hole. And then I'm like, well, let me hang the clothes. And then I get them on hangers and then I take a break. And then eventually I hang it up. And then 2 days later, I put the things away in the sock drawer. And then I'm like, I'm just so symptomatic. Um, so just today I was like, it looks fine. I'm not going to wash my hair. And I didn't feel like blow drying it when I showered. So I was just threw it in a shower cap. But thank you. Secret life of hair. Okay. All right, we're moving on. Hey, listen, this is where I hate doing this. We're just having a conversation about it offline. Um, but I'm going to do it. I have to do it. I tried to do it only a few times a year, but we just came out of September where, if you were not aware, for all 30 days, we talked about things related to aortic disease. It could have been fun, it could have been serious, but you really can't talk about aortic disease without having the opportunity to present a variety of type of information over 30 days. And I probably could have gone longer. I know some organizations focus on Aortic Dissection Awareness Day, which is September 19th. And some organizations just focus on it for a week of that week. And in that week, it's Heart Valve Disease Awareness Week. It's Aortic Disease Awareness Week. There's not enough days. I'd be posting all day. I'd be blowing up your notifications. So we spread it out, and it's a lot of work. This is not, please don't ever think this is all me. It could never have been all me. I can't believe there was a day where it was all me, but then there was only like 30 of you watching. So there's a lot of you watching. It is a gigantic team of dedicated individuals just like you, presenting information to you that's also important to them. So that's how this whole relationship works so well, because their dedication to making sure that you feel a sense of hope, that you are provided accurate information, and that you feel supported. You have to remember, it's so important to us because we know it's important to you. And when we make you happy, we make ourselves happy. So it's this type of give and take relationship. Therefore, we could use your help to allow us to help others today. So this was on the post. It is the QR code. You could take a snapshot right now, guys. Use your phone. Beep, boop, boop. Go get it, right? You can also find our donation information if you go to, oh, I can't think about it right now. What's the quickest page? Oh my God, I've just gone blank as I was doing my, help me out, Josh. Where is it? Just the
There's
main
a
page.
donate button right on the landing
Right
page.
there. Oh, it's right up here. Hi. And look how fun it is. When you touch it, it changes colors. If you're on Facebook, there's a donate button there as well. There's also a link on Instagram. But right now, there it is. I'm moving my head out of the way in case it's in the way. Okay. There it is. Take a snapshot of that. We spent a lot of time working a month or two ahead of time, curating all of the information that was provided to you, both in written and live podcasts. We worked with 5 or 6 medical students and a resident last year to help create the initial information that we were able to zhuzh up a little bit, I guess, and present to you this year. But we worked, I think the total number, we had about 5 or 6 or 7 live Q&A interviews, live interviews that took place over 30 days, a lot of informational blog posts, sometimes multiple posts in a day, numerous survivor series, a couple that were live. We offered contests every single week. We started off with 30 bracelets that we sent and gave away. Then we gave away 20 bracelets. Then we gave away I think 2 or 3 water bottles. And then I mean, it was constant. You guys got so much free swag in the month of September, we did our bingo, I think it was either in September or it was in August. So that was awesome. There was just so much information, great stuff that happened in that month. And we'd like you to consider making a donation. There's no amount that's too small. Give up your latte and send that $5 to us, and know that you can feel confident that 100% of the funds that we raise are used towards the initiatives that we give right back to the community, whether that's care packages or hope mail, or providing the ability to do these podcasts with you, right? Sending out the books and the guides. No one that is with Aortic Hope and none of the volunteers here are compensated. Okay, so every penny is used towards giving back to you. And we just would love to ask you to help us continue to be able to help others today. So there it is again. These crazy QR codes, it just looked like a bizarre ink blot to me, like I'm supposed to find, it just looks like something from Atari. I'm old, but that's what I look like. I should be moving Pac-Man through this or something, but it'll get you to be able to make a donation, and we would truly appreciate it. Pac-Man, that's what it is. That or I'm having a migraine. Hey, that's what it is. How many of you have had migraines that kind of sort of look like this? Stare at it for a few seconds and then look away and tell me it's not what you see on a migraine. Oh. Okay. I love when September comes and we get to talk about kintsugi. Kintsugi. I did this, and ever since I did this with another organization for Crohn's and colitis, I've become such a fan. And I wish I should have brought my bowl upstairs to show you. So, this is a Japanese art form, and it's called kintsugi, and it's the practice of repairing broken pottery with gold. It's typically a gold epoxy glue, and it basically highlights the cracks instead of highlighting them. We bring attention to the cracks instead of trying to cover them up. And what is the result? You end up having this amazing, beautiful piece of art that is even more unique and more resilient and breathtaking than before. Okay, see where I'm going with this? Here we believe that this is a very powerful reminder for anyone living with aortic disease, because your scars, both visible and invisible, they're they're not signs of weakness, okay, but they're rather proof of survival, proof of strength, and proof of courage. So, like kintsugi, you are whole, you are valuable, you're extraordinary, and even after life's hardest breaks have been thrown at you. So let's celebrate the beauty in healing. Let's honor the resilience in every journey, and let's shine light on the cracks that make us who we are. And if you would like to do kintsugi, basically you can go to the dollar store and pick up a bowl, just a ceramic bowl. And what you'll need when you go home, and we probably can do this on an aortic art. We're gonna do kintsugi on an aortic artist. And you know what? I might lead that aortic artist. But what you basically do is you wrap it in a towel and you're going to crack it with a hanger. You'll need a hanger with a hammer. You're going to crack it with a little hammer, not like try to really obliterate it, because you need to be able to put pieces back together. So you're just going to crack it once or twice. And then you want to have gold epoxy. You can put it in a little cup and just use like a tongue depressor type stick, or you can put it in a bottle that you can squeeze and it'll, like when you're putting on, what's the stuff you put on around your tub that like cracking, waterproofing? Come on, what's it called? I'm doing the motion. I'm putting it on. I'm sealing. I'm waterproofing. I'm putting it around. Anyway, put it in a container that you can squeeze and it comes out of. So as you begin to put the pieces of this jigsaw puzzle of the bowl back together, you're going to use this amazing shiny gold epoxy glue, and you put it together, and then you're just going to gently let it sit for about 12 to 14 hours. And what you're going to find when it's dry is it's going to look like you see up above in that graphic, right? That's the bowl cracked with the gold throughout. And I remember when I did it, I cried, because I can be a crier, because I thought that's almost me. I'm like held together with scotch tape at this point. 14 to 17 different surgeries, going to have number 18, and it's like, but that doesn't make me broken. I'm just differently put back together. I've always said that even though I was approved for disability, I don't look at myself as disabled. I'm just differently abled. And I think that if you can learn to flip the script, as Jen Fernjack says in her Greater Than book, which I can't remember I have the book. I don't remember the rest of the title because I would like to give full credit. It's called Greater Than: The Power and Strength of Emotional Grit. You still see, I'm not a reader, but I still have this book always handy. Flipping the script, changing the narrative a little bit, right? We don't have to do anything but embrace our flaws. And we self-impose that. Okay. We make that definition, we put that on ourselves. But we embrace our flaws and our imperfections to really create something that's even more beautiful and stronger than before. That's kintsugi, and that's all of us. So I tell you, try it. But if you don't try it, you can do it with me when I'm back and fully recovered. I'm going to do an aortic artist and we're going to do kintsugi. So I think that's going to be, I wrote that down with a star so that my pea brain does not forget it. We're going to do it. That's your therapeutic
I'm sure
Thursday.
that's going to be a hit.
It's
Let's
going to be a hit.
welcome Elena and Chef Rob to the chat.
Hey,
They
Elena. Hey,
say
Chef Rob.
caulk, grout, silicone,
Grout. Grout.
grout. Good job, Chef
Ah,
Rob.
is it caulk? No, it's caulk. Caulk is the
Also,
winner.
Chef Rob.
My God, it's like when you can't get the mosquito bite and then you finally get it and it's like, oh, that's wonderful. That's what that just did to my brain. You just scratched my mosquito bite itch in my brain. Caulk. When you caulk, it's the same thing. You're using the same, it's like you're caulking, but you're using epoxy glue. Yeah, you're gonna love it. I promise you, everybody's gonna think it's wild. And I can't wait to see what everybody's final results are. So we're gonna do that for sure. All right, so it was Feel Good Friday last week, and we were asking people on Facebook to tell us what their favorite thing about October actually is, and the fall season. So I think we were talking about, is it that the air's starting to change and it's getting a little bit more crisp? Is it all that pumpkin flavored treats? Is it the cozy sweaters? Is it the colorful leaves? Yes. Maybe it's the spooky Halloween vibes, but we wanted people to put it in their comments and kind of just spend the day enjoying and celebrating the best parts of this amazing season together. So I will just tell you, I look out my window often. I have a window right over here to the side, and the sun looks different in the fall to me. It just hits differently. I feel like it's this more golden, warmer sun. Of course, it's not up as long anymore because it's dark at 7, which that seems to have happened overnight. But I have a lot of trees behind my house, and I love that they're turning. I always, all my life, have tried to see if I can catch the very first leaf that turns at the top. I always look, and I'm like, oh, I finally found a tree that's starting to turn. I find that just amazing, the transformation. And honestly, when all the leaves are off, I wait. I wait for it to snow. I hate snow because the snow on the bare branches, I think, is like a Hallmark movie too. It's just so pretty. So I love that I know I'm just a few weeks away from sweats. I actually went out today to go buy a pair of sweats because like you can never have enough sweats or flannels or comfy clothes and leggings. Like that is my standard mode of operation. That is my standard on what I wear. And I know I'm getting super close to being able to be comfy because it comes in so handy, especially around Thanksgiving. It's a giving piece of garment because it gives so I can stuff my face with, sweet potatoes and pumpkins. I'm not a pumpkin person. I don't like the smell, but I do like the Macintosh apple and cinnamon smell. I love that smell. Like that to me represents fall, the apples, that kind of smell. So, yep, that's my love for fall. I don't know if anybody else here loves fall, and if you do, what you love about it, but we'll take a few moments and going to give you a chance to share that
Fall
information.
and football.
I knew it.
Yeah,
I
of
knew
course.
that. Yes. I'm not a sports person, although Super Bowl, I do love watching. And I used to love it for the commercials, but I really love it for the food and just to sit around. And I have a very good nap until it's getting, and if it's not exciting, I nap the whole game. But when it's exciting, I'm always very excited for whoever wins. I think I wait for the dumping of the Gatorade water stuff. I'm a very
That's funny.
typical non-sports chick who just wears puffy socks in front of the crackling fire and eats sloppy joes and whatever else I can pull together. And just asks my husband to rub my feet while he watches football and I check my eyelids for cracks.
Mm.
Yeah, too
Also,
stressful.
it's when I really appreciate that it's not blazingly hot outside anymore.
Right?
Right? It's
The
still 82
humidity
degrees today in October.
feels amazing though because there's no humidity. Hence the okay hair day, right?
Ah, more tricks.
Yes. No humidity. Well, and a really good keratin treatment that I had done last week when I dyed my hair and made it darker because it's very gray. So yeah, fall. Gotta love fall. And if anybody chimes in, I'll stop what I'm saying and we're going to talk
No,
about
carry on.
what people feel. All right. So we had a great live Survivor Series. I have known Dave and Jen Raddick for a while now. They found Aortic Hope and they've been doing this incredible job of tagging us and mentioning us and sharing stuff that we put up on Instagram. And I think their handle was Trail. I'm going to tell you right now in case anybody wants to follow them. Um, anyway, I am so not Instagram savvy. That I just like what they do because I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. It is Together on Trail, together underscore on underscore trail. That's Jenny and Dave Raddick. And, they've got a nice following. They talk about what they've been through. They're always tagging us in information that they share from Aortic Hope. Their pictures are just, I mean, breathtaking of the places that they go. It's pretty inspiring. And they had a very interesting what did I just do? I just lost my screen. I'm trying to go to my chat. Oh, there it is. They have a very interesting story because it's not just a clear-cut dissection that he had, but it was more of this like winding road of emergencies and ended up having at some period of time a second repair, which was done TVAR. So it's a pretty emotional story. Jenny is one of the most engaged caregivers I have ever met or ever seen. I mean, she is on top of it. She is the definition of acing a healthcare journey, but it's not that Dave isn't. It's just that Jenny is the caregiver, your quintessential caregiver, health advocate. I actually, when they were talking, I almost wrote to her, "Hey, here's my surgery date. I expect you to show up at 8 a.m. and then be ready to take the reins," writing it all down. She's just a great advocate, and he's a compliant, great patient. And together they're just finding a way to make the most out of their life despite these moments, these blips in their road. So if you really want to hear a story that's going to make you be like, wow, and then make you feel like, wow, this is great. This is a life that is differently abled at this point, and they're making it work, and they're having a blast, and they're just enjoying their second chances. So you should check it out on our YouTube channel here. Okay. Oop. We're moving on to Share With You Sunday. So, you know what? We did all this work, and now I want to hear from you. It's important to us. Just doing all this work and knowing what you think makes us really happy. We work so hard to share so much accurate information and stories and facts and resources to raise even more awareness ASAP, and support for those that are affected by aortic disease. And now we just want to know, what did you think? How did you think we did? Was there certain content that really resonated with you? Would you like to see more of a certain something? Any suggestions on how we can improve? That's always the best question to answer. We do really appreciate your thoughts and comments on that. And your input actually helps us grow and do better for the communities. Your input helps with better output. It truly does. So drop your thoughts to us in info@Aortic Hope. If you're on Facebook, you can plop your thoughts in there as well as a comment. We're all ears. We want to know better ways that we can support you. So help us help you by letting us know. Okay. Look, it's our events page. Woo! Anytime you guys want to sign up for our plethora of support group meetings, just click. If you want caregivers only, click here. It takes you to the registration form, etc. You register once, you'll be notified via email with a link to join right before that group starts. What do we got? Oh my gosh, that's already tomorrow. I'm tired of thinking about tomorrow. As of now, I believe Dr. Pedro Catarino, cardiothoracic surgeon with Cedars-Sinai, is coming on with us tomorrow. I have yet hear different, but sometimes he gets super, super busy and he gets trapped in the case. So fingers crossed, we have him available. I think what we're going to do is talk about, I'm not sure. I don't know. It'll come to me. I'm going to look online and see what's seemingly important to everybody. We're going to probably talk about Think Aorta and how we just ended the month, and just go over some general questions as we go into the fall and winter on best ways that we can take care of ourselves in the colder months and cold and flu season. And just, these are very typical questions that people want to know answers to. So we want your questions too. So come join us here. If you click subscribe now and click the bell, you're going to be notified. Then you don't have to remember. Aortic Athletes has another event. They're coming up on Wednesday, the 8th, and that's at 8:30 p.m. That's with Dr. Patricia Vasallo. So they're talking about a little bit of AFib. For those of you that have AFib, they're going to discuss that, aneurysms, dissections, a lot of things, and I'm sure they're going to focus a lot also on how that kind of impacts your athletic ability, right? And then we're very lucky to have on Thursday, our kitchen is back with another episode for the first one for the month of it's October, and it's called Let's Play Squash. So my guess is we're doing things with squash. Do you know I just had for the first time butternut squash? Dr. Ben Udelman, he and his wife were very kind and had myself and Sean over for dinner, and she made Mediterranean chicken. Not, I couldn't have been able to. I could have made it, but I would have been stressed out. It was delicious. And she roasted like 6 different squashes all cut in half. It was a lot there. And I didn't even put any cinnamon and sugar or little marshmallows on it, which is how I had it before. I just ate it. I just ate it the way it was, and it was just so good, like a sweet potato. And I thought, I'm eating butternut squash, and I like it. So I was really proud of myself that I tried it and didn't make a face, and I actually really love it. So now I want to know, what can I do with squash? And is butternut squash the same as another squash? My guess is the answer is no. It's probably different than spaghetti squash. I'm unsure, but I'm curious. And if you are too, check out the Aorta Kitchen on the 9th. And then we always have Qigong on Sundays. We have a bunch of different weekend reviews coming up. We have a live Q&A coming up with our most recent sponsor, which I was going to get to that, and we'll give a shout out in a minute. This is May Soon. I think she pronounces it Dayu. She is a physician assistant. I believe she's a PA that transitioned her career from hospital and direct patient care into working with Cook Medical Group. Now, Cook manufactures grafts and personalized grafts. And so we're going to, just like Terumo, we're going to talk with them a little bit about some of their product lines, because when you are on watch and wait, unlike a dissection that's an emergency, you do get to learn about the different product choices, and you have every right to ask a doctor, who is the manufacturer of what you're going to be putting in me? Why do I want that company versus another company's graft? What's the difference? Why is this your preference? I personally think it's very important to find out. There was a time, I think I told you guys recently, I thought I was getting a pig valve, only to find out, nope, that's not the case. I am getting an Edwards cow valve. So, and that's kind of what I wanted for just different reasons. But after looking at research, I know that the research that's coming back is saying, they're both relatively the same, but one might be a better profile for my situation. So I think it's important, and we learn about these different products that are being offered. I know we had Dr. Beavers on in September that talked about some of the products that Edwards has. So now we're going to hear from Cook. Also, we have our support group meetings, and then we have a live event on the 16th. This is with Melissa Patty. She is an attorney who does wills and estates and trusts and advance directives, and I just did this myself with her. And it was painless. It was so incredibly easy. It's also easy because I don't really have like that much, but I have a lot of stuff, but I don't have like a billion assets. There's just not a billion things. Like, my mom is still here, so I don't have all of my family stuff. It's just an easier thing to do. But what I found very interesting is, to think about who's going to be responsible for making life altering decisions in case I am, not able to, trapped on a breathing machine or anything's happening. So I had to decide who was making that medical decision, the one we all hate to talk about, who would be second in line if that person just crumbled and couldn't. And then I had to talk about financial decisions. Like, what if something prohibits me from being able to think that I have a bill due? Like, who can do that? Obviously, it's my husband, but what if something happened to him? Who's next? And then there was the will. So it's very, very easy. She works a lot with nonprofit organizations. She only can provide services if you are in Maryland, Pennsylvania, DC, and possibly Delaware. I know the Maryland, Pennsylvania, but she'll let you know the areas, and then she'll give you links. So if you're looking for someone or you want to try to do it online yourself, she will give all that information as well. So definitely come with questions, because she loves answering that. And then we are going to have another Aorta Kitchen on the 23rd, although I don't know what it is about. Maybe Chef Rod has decided, and if he's still on, he can tell us. We also have our WISE group, which is Women Inspiring and Supporting Empowerment with Aortic Disease, kind of like a hangout situation, but it's the ladies and they have lady talk. And then we have Aortic Artist on the 28th, and it's all about pumpkins, how you can paint pumpkins so you don't have to worry about the knife and carving and then all that junk. The key here with that is we have our Halloween bingo on the 30th. Now, if you haven't done bingo with us before, or even if you have to register in order to receive your bingo card. So even if you've done it once before, you got to do it again. It is free. We have 10 games using the same card over and over again. 8 games are tangible prizes that you're going to win that range in value from $20 on up. The 2 final games are $30 and $50. I'm not going to give you the info on what's happening. There are specials, there's regular games. If you come in any kind of costume, you automatically win a prize. And if you attend the artist and you bring a hand painted or carved pumpkin to this event, you will also automatically win a prize. So this is a pretty fun bingo this year. And we're really excited that we have Diane Bishop back doing Aortic Artist right before we do our Halloween bingo, which I'm so sorry I will be missing, but I'm going to be a little tied up, just a little bit. So, that's our events. And again, I do want to give time to thank our latest sponsor for 2026, and that is Cook Medical Group. We're really thankful. They are a very generous sponsor for 2026. Their commitment to advancing patient care and supporting the aortic disease community really helps us continue our mission of spreading hope, education, and awareness. And because of their partnership, we can actually provide vital resources and patient programs and more advocacy efforts that are going to really end up truly making a difference in the lives of survivors, caregivers, and families. So join us in thanking Cook Medical for their ongoing dedication to improving outcomes for those affected by aortic disease. And a little bit of information about Cook. They are very passionate about making unique, quality medical devices and connecting with people to improve their lives. They were founded on inventing, manufacturing, and delivering said medical devices. They provide healthcare professionals with the tools that they need to help their patients really return to normal living. And their commitment to innovation involves bringing new products to market and keeping existing products relevant to a changing healthcare landscape. They believe in using their business to help people and communities thrive by creating inclusive, supportive, and healthy environments. They're proud of their history of innovative firsts, which we're going to learn about, and the impact that they have on patients and communities. And with headquarters in in Bloomington, Indiana. I don't know why I thought I saw the word Boston, but with their headquarters in Bloomington, Indiana, and manufacturing facilities and offices in various global locations, they challenge themselves to maintain a global perspective while focusing on local impact. So follow Cook Medical at cookmedical.com and on LinkedIn. So thank you, Cook Medical, for being our sponsor going into 25-26. We're really appreciative of that. And anybody have any other final thoughts?
Very cool. Let's see
Okay.
here. Molly says, "See!" Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Your hair is different, darker and smoother.
Well, that's just until I move up my highlights on my next appointment because they're down to here and they're supposed to be here. So I have lazy person highlights. I've just been kind of combing it through, but now I think I would like to add a little bit of brightness around the face. Why? I'm going to be living in sweats in recovery land. I have no clue. But if I could pass by a mirror and focus on my hair and not my next scar, that would be a good thing for me. Ugh, I don't want to talk about it. Yes, I
Could be a
do.
good
That's all I
thing
want
for
to talk
you.
about. Yeah. So
Velda says, "Fall is comfortable sweater weather."
sweater. It's sweater weather. It's sweater weather, but not in the house. I immediately go right to shorts and t. I can't stand being hot indoors. I'm too menopausal. I can't stand it. I would rather be freezing and snugly under a blankie so I can then throw a limb out to re-alter my internal temperature. But outdoors, I can't stand being cold. So that's the opposite problem. When I'm outside, oh, I hate winter. I love it visually, but I can't stand being cold. But there's nothing like crisp air and pumpkins and hay rides. And I just love this time of year, and some good flannel. And oh, I get to wear my tall boots. I love my boots with my jeans. Like so many fun
Mm,
things I like about this season. I love it.
that's
Yeah.
true. Fall's also skirt and boots weather,
Skirt and boots, right?
right? Skirt and boots make the world go round.
Yeah. I love my short dresses in summertime. And then I'm like, well, what the hell? I'll just put it on with boots. Maybe I'll add a legging if it's too short and I'm too cold, but I love changing that whole thing up. It's fun. Makes me feel young at heart
We're
because I
confirming
definitely
for
don't. Yeah.
Elena, yes, all these times are East Coast time zone.
Yes, ma'am. They are all East Coast time zones.
Hmm.
Um,
Molly
that's why we
inquired
offer a
where she's
variety.
from. She's a California resident,
Woo woo. All
a
right.
fellow
That's
California
awesome.
resident with Molly, right?
We have so many California residents
I
now. We have a
know.
lot on the West Coast. It's awesome. All up and down, which makes it fun. Yeah. We will be doing an event on the West Coast. That's going to happen in 26. For no other reason than I just want to hang out on the West Coast with everybody. That's a good reason.
Christina says, still 89 degrees Fahrenheit. Ah, brutal.
So sorry. I'm
It's the other.
sorry.
It's like the best part of fall. Like it's not brutally hot anymore, except for
I
you
know.
know Christina's neighborhood.
Temperatures are changing. And as soon as I say that, the prediction is that it's going to be a blizzard winter. That's what I heard. So
Hmm.
gross. But I got young kids now moved into my court, like, high school. So they're on it. They're going to grab that snowblower. Neither myself nor my husband, no way I'm letting him touch a shovel. He doesn't have aortic disease, but there's a certain age where it says, we declare you are of age to never touch a snow shovel again. No, it's not happening. Plus, I want to see my puppy jump through piles of snow because that would be cute to me. And
Oh,
she'll
have
eat
a
it and
good
she's going
day,
to love it.
Elena.
I thank you so much for joining us. All right, everybody.
Christina says 89 is nice, so enjoyable, and I disagree. 89 is too much.
It's a little too much if there's no humidity. Again, my pool is still open. They start putting a dome, like a football dome, over it next week. You can still sit out on the deck, like outside, and jump into they'll like give you one pool that has slides and you can swim in there. And then once the dome is complete over the other two pools and baby pool and hot tub, then you can no longer use the rec pool with the slides. They shut that down. And then all the other pools that are heated, you can be in under the dome. But that means sharing the nice warm pool with kiddos. I just I don't do well with that. But right now I
Germs.
would be outside in the pool floating and sleeping. Yeah. So this is the
Well,
time of year where you got to empty the hot tub, scrub it out, get it in there, jack up the heat from 90 to like 95 so that I can just be in there now. Yeah. I'm
it's
going to take
it's in the
advantage.
80s in Detroit. It's in the 80s in the DC metro area. It is in the
Hey.
80s in this country right now in October.
Yeah. October. But
What
it's
is
only the
going
beginning.
on? This is
We
Rob's
worry
fault.
about that.
He
Remember there was
brought
one
the
year.
summer heat to that's his fault. He did this.
Yeah, yeah. Well, wait, and when it's Halloween and everybody's walking around in shorts, then we know this is a bizarre year. That's when you
Right?
usually get nailed at winter time. When you have those longer summers, those extended summers, that's when they nail you at winter,
Mm,
which I
brutal.
hate. Hate. All right, guys. I will be back to do my last week in review with you guys until next year on the 27th. So I hope I won't cry, but I will see you all. So hopefully a lot of you come back and we can talk about some great information and just chit chat for a little bit. Otherwise, I hope to see you for the couple live events that we have scheduled throughout the month. And thank you all so much for joining. Do not forget to click like, click subscribe, click the bell, and share this because someone will find this very interesting. You don't realize how many people out there know people who have aortic disease. So do us a favor, share our main page on Facebook with your friends, and let's keep helping others help themselves by finding aortic hope. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you soon.